Hello and welcome to Hook Legends. Thanks for watching today's video. You know, it's probably about 96, 97 degrees out here. I think the water temperature right now is about 90 degrees. So we found a spot where the crappie are stacked up. So we're going to do some slip bobbers and we're going to drop some gold minnows down in there. We already put a couple in the boat. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can maybe catch 5 or 10 or so. I wanted to do, one of the subscribers, a few subscribers actually, asked for a catch, clean, and cook segment. So we're about to do that for you. So thanks for watching Hook Legends. Let's get the show started. Yeah. Where you stop at? Hold on.
You got it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What these here? These what, 6?
He's 6 footers.
I'm 4 then. About 4. About 4 and a half. 4 and a half.
Alright. There he goes. There he goes.
Hit him then, dog. He's a big one like that. Big huge one. Flip though.
There we go. Yeah, this is a decent one. Oh, you got him just in time. Just as it came loose. Just as it came loose, the jig master caught it.
That's a big one there, boy.
He'll make a good catcher in baseball.
Oh, that's a big one there, dog. Yeah. Oh, that's a monster. Come on, huh? Look at it. That's big.
A little bit.
That's a big one there.
Yes. Nice. That's
a big one. Look at that. He got a black nose, look like. You know what kind of dog nose?
We have to weigh that one at the end. And
you gonna weigh in?
Yeah.
That's a big one there, boy. Look at the gut on it. Oh, that's a good one there. Gotta be a female. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. Boy, that's a big one there. Well, you know what it is.
£1 4 ounces. Nice. So as you can see, it's the middle of the summer. It's hot, but they still have to eat and they still bite. Do it, my doggone. Oh boy, that one. You got lucky on that because the joker spit it out.
Time when I hit it?
Yeah.
What, about 2 pounds? He was 2?
That one. And like I said, we just found them stacked up over there. Once again, we're using a slip bobber and we're putting it down there about.
Oh, that was a big old rascal there.
About 4 or 5 feet on the slip bobber, and just put it there and wait for them, Now, yeah, without electronics, we eventually would have found these fish, but could have been right at dark. Electronics will help you find the fish quickly. We went over the fish, we saw the stump, and we saw a smooth crappie there. So we just came back, we anchored out. Like he's getting a bite. We anchored out, and hopefully we'll catch a few here for the catch, clean, and cook. So we see some fish between 4 to 6 feet, so we're gonna try to put it down about 4 feet maybe. And I'm not going to put it too far away from the boat. Got him? Tig master up here working on the pole. I see. Did you get your bait? You got it? Yeah, but they're swimming down in there about 6 to 8 feet right underneath the boat, back of the boat. This is how we go to school. Like I said, they're just literally stacked in there. Summertime crappie.
There you go, though. There you go.
Ooh, how about scooping him for me there? Yeah, he's worthy of a net. He's worthy of a net.
Yeah.
Now we think we saw at least about, I don't know, 20 or 30 in that school when we went over it, so we know they're down there. You just have to be patient and wait for them to bite. You know, my philosophy is fish don't have hands. So normally I like to do more disciplined fishing. In other words, we say we're going to fish jigs, we just fish with jigs, or poles, we just fish with poles. But since this is a catch, clean, and cook, anything goes. You know, we're just trying to get the fish out of the water and into the boat. So
there you go, Doc. There you go. You got it.
you just gotta keep a live minnow on there is the key.
That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep a live minnow on there.
Was it a big one?
I think that one was, I can't remember.
Oh,
He got it and gone. Jig master got one. He had his head turned and the fish was putting a whammy on him. You got it?
Yeah. Let him. I think he's gonna do it.
Pretty good size?
Yeah, he's good size. Turn both ways. Yeah, man, you're welcome, sir.
Can be a bit of a champ. Hold him up again. Okay. All right. Go.
There you go, Henry. There you go. You got him up.
Yeah, nothing like.
Whoa! All right.
Whoa.
Oh man, I thought he was a big one when he pulled back.
He was fighting. He got a lot of heart in him.
He snatched back, man.
He got a lot of heart in him.
He snatched back, boy.
Yeah.
You know, like, what you think?
That was a really, that fish had a lot of fight in it.
There you go.
You hitting it?
You him, man. He got him.
You running with it? You got him?
Got him.
You got him?
You know, he was. Oh, he'll make it trip. About run out of room, man.
One important key to catching these fish is it's very important to keep the bait lively. I mean, the water temperature is 90 degrees. They're not lasting long, so after 5 minutes, maybe not even that long, take them off, put another minnow on. There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Trying to go with him. That's a fresh
You better
one.
tighten up on him.
That's a fresh one too.
Tighten up on him. Nice fish. I think I saw about 30 of them. No. Mine's still alive. I don't know why it didn't hit him out there. Should be a big one right over there on that side. A little bit away from the action. The big ones tend to separate from the small one. There he goes. See? Should be a big one. Must have knocked my minnow off. There you go, he's hitting yours.
You can't take him down. You ain't got to take him down, bro. A little bit of rascal. A little bit of rascal.
Oh, then here come a ton of minnows. They won't need ours after this. Got a ton of shiners coming this way, shad coming this way. That's the last thing we need.
Some competition.
Yeah.
I mean a whole boatload of.
Yeah. Look, we got competition coming in.
Hopefully it'll keep on going.
That's gonna mess us up right there. That's gonna mess us up. Look at that, see him hitting us?
I'm trying to get out the way of them, boy.
See, a school of shad came right in on our school of crappie. He's still getting a bite. He's still getting one. Got him.
Did I get you?
Yeah. Hold on. Bring yours, try to bring yours, lean your pole this way to go up under mine. There you go.
Yeah, it hit too. You got hit too, Doc?
Huh?
You got hit too?
Boat, but for the most part, they're tight to structure out here. Oh, on this
pole,
They don't have hands. They don't have hands. Ooh, how about sliding in the net? Yeah.
That was deep.
Yes. Thick and juicy. Thick and juicy.
You was deep too.
Got him? You got him?
Coming up. It's coming up. Put him out there, you hear him, dog.
Oh. See, I'm hooking them right through the bottom lip up through the nose. I'm gonna do a separate video on hooking fish later.
I'll go black one too. I can get that dog. Look at he's going at him again.
Yep. Got him. He ran with it too long that time not to swallow it. Too long.
Yep. He ran too long.
Yeah, so once again, we saw him on the Garmin, not live scope. I mean, we're using. Sorry, hold on a minute. Yep. Over there, fish hitting. There you go.
Oh, I'm coming in.
The big fish got the ownership rights to the stump. They own the deed. Yeah. He's not a monster, but he will make a nice sandwich.
My pocket.
Put that one over there and see if I can keep an eye on it. Action on this side. So if anybody ever told you that the crappie don't bite in the summertime, they eat every day just like we do. Big slab.
Ball. Running across the top of the wall. Running across the top of the wall.
Record. All right, so we had a good haul tonight. We went out and once again I think it was what, 97?
Yeah, 97.
97, and the water temperature was 90 degrees, and it was hot, but as you can see, we caught some nice, beautiful bluegill, and we caught quite a few nice crappie. I mean, there's some nice crappie in here, you know. So once again, it's hot, but you can bear it. If you can bear it for maybe an hour or two. We caught all of these. We caught the crappie in about, I don't know, an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe, if that. And the bluegill, we just came out before we fished for the crappie. We went up in one of the creek holes where it was shady, you know, to get out of the sunlight. Also, we had some umbrellas on the boat, and I show you that setup when I do a video of a boat. That's so nice. All right, we're about to move into the cleaning portion of the catch, clean, and cook. So first I want to go over the tools that I'm going to be using for this cleaning exercise. So first, a fillet knife. Second, I always like to use a pair of gloves because the gloves will help you from getting cut. It'll help prevent the fins from sticking in your hand. So I like to use a good pair of cleaning gloves. And there's a lot of different brands out there. Next is I like to use a salad fork. Now, I'm going to fillet most of these fish, but my mother prefers a different style. I kind of grew up using a different style, and actually I eat probably 95% of them not filleted. But I'm going to take one fish and give you an example of how to do that. And then my trusty old buck knife. So it kind of comes in handy when you're not using the fillet method. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are about to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make a cut right behind the fish head, and I'm going to come through. Now I'm going to put in this one, I'm going to put it right behind this fin here, so you can't get too close for it to be out of focus. We'll put it right behind this fin here, and then just cut down. Now, I always like to cut away from me for safety purposes. So I'm going to come in and cut down, and I'm going to slice. Oh, see that? I'm going to slice right down along the edge of the fish. I'm going to come up here behind the head. The bigger the fish, the tougher the bone. There we go. And now what you want to do is you want to just go right along that backbone all the way down. And you throw that over. Now, the big advantage of this method is you don't have to go through the whole scaling process. So now you want to come in and you want to start here with the little piece you flapped over, and you want to very gingerly cut. Very gingerly cut. And what you're going to end up with is a beautiful, nice fillet of meat. And a lot of people like to come in here and cut the rib cage out. They have it totally boneless, but there's some meat in there. I'm going to leave that in there for now. Now, you see the insides are still there intact. Now I'm going to turn this fish over, and I'm going to make another cut in here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to slide this knife in and do the same thing. Go right down the backbone. I actually cut that one all the way through by accident. But the same thing, I'm going to come back on this piece of fillet, and I'm just going to cut this meat right out of the skin, and you end up with this nice, beautiful. Make sure you don't get too close so it won't be in focus. And I'm going to get this nice piece of meat. Does it look like it's in focus real quick? Okay. And you have this nice, pure piece of meat. No scaling, no gutting. Now, I don't like leaving the meat behind, so this thing cut kind of rough right there on the end. I'm going to get that little piece of meat out of there. Pure meat. Now there's still, even though it's a little bit, there's still a little meat attached to this backbone. I don't like to waste anything, so I'm going to keep that centerpiece and we're going to eat it. We're going to keep this and we're going to eat it. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take this and the leftover pieces, and I'm going to throw it in the bucket. On this last fish, okay, so on this last fish, I'm going to use a method that really I use 95% of the time. First of all, most of the time, I take my fish to the fish house. I catch a lot of fish, and I'd rather spend time fishing than actually cleaning the fish. So most of the time, I just take the fish to the fish house one day and pick them up the next day, and they provide a great cleaning service. But when I do it, when I do clean the fish myself, I normally scale the fish. My mother loves the fish fried, and she likes to have them scaled. So I'm gonna do an example of that one for you. It can be quite a messy job. So if you want to get back a little bit while I do this, you can stand over there. I like to use a salad fork for this. It's stiff, it's rigid. Knock these scales off pretty quick. You know, another benefit of why I like to leave the skin on, the fish oil is healthy for you. So the skin contains some fish oil. So I just like having the skin on it. Probably maybe sit back down there now. Whoop. Now this method is quite a bit messier, but you get to leave the skin on it. Okay. I always like to try to cut away from me. And now, I'm not going to cut him out of skin. I'm going to leave the skin, so. And so what's left now, we have this piece. And what I'm going to do is come in here and cut him across there. And once again, most of the time, this is how I clean the fish because this is what my mother prefers. And so when you put them in the grease so the grease can cook it faster on some of these bigger portions, you just slice it. Put slices in it. I go ahead and do it, but she normally slices it the way she prefers. Even on a big fish like this one, the tail, slice it. Let that grease get in there, pick it up real quick. And there you have it. So now these fish now are ready to really just be washed off. That's usually where my wife here jumps in and kind of helps out once they're in the house, cleans them off, and she does the cooking portion of it. So what's next is going to be the cook of the catch clean, and cook. We'll be right back. Hello, and thanks for watching this final phase in the catch, clean, and cook video. So we're getting ready now we have the grease getting hot, and we have the ingredients over here. So we're going to show you how to take the fillets that we did in the cleaning portion, and we're going to show you how to get them a nice golden brown. So let's get started. Alright, so to start with, one of the first things we're going to use is fish fry, seasoned seafood bread mix. I picked this up at the fish house where I take the fish to get clean. We're going to use salt, black pepper, and we're going to use some Creole seasoning. Now we have to be, we're going to use some Creole seasoning, and we have to be careful because by adding salt, the seasoning already had salt. So, and there's probably a little bit of salt already in the fish fry mix. So we have a deep pan here. Take a look at that. Got a deep pan, and here are the beautiful fillets of fish. Now these are the thin fillets. We didn't include any of the thicker pieces I told you at the end when I scaled the fish and basically cut them straight down the middle in half. It's not including that. Those take a little bit longer to cook. So our goal here is to cook these pieces of fillets for about 3.5 minutes, but not any longer than that, because these are very thin pieces of fish. So getting ready now. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing the ingredients together, and let's get started. Alright, as you can see, it's nice and golden brown. These babies look beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to put them over here with a wire and drip so that excess grease can fall off into the pan and onto the paper towel. So we're going to go over here now. We're going to prepare up a couple more. Going to put it in. Get it lost down in there. Make sure it's covered very good. I got a piece here that's a little bit thicker. It may take just a tad longer. We may have to go 4 minutes on that one. Like I said, these were some nice big crappie. Nice big crappie. So here we go. All right, then put some more in. This is nice and beautiful even before it goes into the grease. I'm going to let it sit down in the grease. And it should be ready in 3 minutes, around 7:40. Those are some beautiful, tasty fillets. I can smell it and tell that it's going to taste delicious. Got about this little tiny piece that came off just the tail of one of them. Just go ahead and drop that in there. Now for some of these, the real thin pieces, and it depends on how you like your fish fried. I mean, some of these you may be able to do 2 minutes. So I don't like them real mushy. I don't like it crispy, but I don't like it mushy. So I'm going about 3 minutes. So most of these, that little tiny piece, I may try to see if I can fish it out of there after about 1.5 minutes. And although I didn't say it, we're using an electric deep fryer. I mean, these things are great for fried fish. Now sometimes we put the fish in a skillet, cook one half and then the other half, and that's one way to do it, but this just makes it so much more convenient. put it in there, you drop it in. All sides of the fish will get equal temperature, which aids in it cooking faster. So the 3 minutes are up, but since one of those pieces was just a tad thicker, I'm going to go ahead and pull that. I'm going to pull the thinner piece out. Because I don't want it to get too hard. And I'm going to set it back in there for just a few seconds. This was that last big piece. I think that's good. That even smells good. Look at that. Golden brown. Just like that rest. This is going to be a nice meal tonight. This is almost ready, so I want to taste that piece. I can barely wait. Here one of these pieces that were kind of cool over there. And of course, I'm going to share it with the beautiful lady holding the camera. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna get some cheese grits ready so we can start eating. Alrighty, we got some, just put the grits in the water. Gonna let them simmer and boil for just a bit. Gonna add a little bit of salt to the water. So they won't be so fresh. This is going to be a great meal. I can hardly wait. Okay, got the grits in the water. We've already added the salt. This is going to be delicious. Boy, I can barely wait. This looks good. The grits are starting to stiff up. We're going to let them sit there and simmer for a while. The golden brown fish. All right, so you're looking at the finished product. You got the cheese grits surrounded by these beautiful golden brown fillets, and the other corner they can't escape because of the mustard. So once again, this is how you do a catch, clean, and cook. It's been fun. I'm ready to eat. Thanks for watching this video. Alright, we got a nice one here. One nice crappie to go